Friends, welcome back to Zen's Corner. I'm your host, Zen, and today we're going to be completing this little three-piece saga of Mike, Earl Sweatshirt, and Surfgang's album, Pompeii and Utility. It finally came out, so I'm going to tell you what I think about it, and if you care, stick around. So, stay tuned. Alright, so you saw me react to the three-piece project. They dropped a little teaser. You saw me react to Earl's music video. And the album is here. Now, I'm not gonna lie. I looked at the album. I said, this is 33 songs. Old Zen would have reviewed it immediately. Midnight. I would have reviewed 33 songs, recorded it, and uploaded that on YouTube. This is crooked. There's too many songs to sit there and tell you guys exactly how I felt about the album. That's not, 33 is insane. I could have done it in 2 parts, but honestly, I rather listen to the album like I did this weekend a few times so I could come back with a proper opinion, and that's exactly what I did. It came out yesterday. I listened to it when it came out. I think it came out 2 days ago. Either yesterday or 2 days ago. I listened to it a few times, about 3 times already. And I think I'm more equipped to give you an opinion. So we start off with the first half of the project. I'm going to assume Pompeii goes for Mike and Utility goes for Earl. Simply because Pompeii is the first word and Mike, track 1 goes to Mike. It was cool. Like I said in the previous video, I do not expect Mike to sound different. Like, I don't expect to play a Mike song and expect, I don't know, like trap, like 2016 trap. Like, I don't expect to hear certain stuff from him. But what I did hear, I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I know I said things couldn't get super repetitive, but I think I'm entering a phase of just listening to music, period, where like I need something to latch onto. And I really have been fucking with the like jazz, trip hop, alternative sort of rapping style. But sometimes it is hard for me to follow. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna sit up here and tell you that I could follow every song. Like, Neonte was featured on the album. I fuck with him. I rock with Neonte. I rock with some of the Neonte songs. But not everything. You know what I mean? Like, there's just certain cadences that I either I need to condition my ears to, or maybe they're just not for me. But I know I just name dropped Neonte. I enjoyed his track on the album. But I say all that to say I enjoy what I know I'm gonna get from Mike. But sometimes I think I don't want to say it can get repetitive, because I don't even think that's what it is. I just think there's certain sounds that my ear needs a minute to latch onto. Period. That's it, But I enjoyed it pretty much. I'm gonna tell you my favorite songs. The songs I liked on Mike: the first track, The Fall, The Pope, Fear. And I like that last track too, Back to LA. I love Nikhil. Anytime he's featured on a song, I'm there. I'm with it. I love the vibes. Like, he just brings such fun, like, youthful energy to a track. I almost said childish. I'm not calling grown men childish. I don't know that man. I don't know what he do. I'm sure you're not childish, but I love the youthful feeling that comes with like a Nikhil verse. You know what I mean? I said I like Fear. Again, another Neonte. Please let me know how to pronounce her name. I do not want to disrespect anybody like that. Anywho, but I like that one. That was cool. Those are flows I could latch on to. I could sync my. Oh my god, I gotta do my nails. That is a sound I could latch onto. Truly. Those 4 songs, my bag, my jam. I will be replaying those. I listened to this album about 3 times. I have to listen to it again for it to really sink in. I will say this isn't one of those albums that I immediately am just in love with, to be honest with you. I like it. It's cool. It's what I expect. And I have some favorites, but yeah. Let's talk about Pompeii. So I love Mike down. But if you were to ask me maybe a decade ago, who is my favorite rapper, I would have said one of 2 people, Vince Staples or Earl Sweatshirt. Right. That still sort of stands today. Honestly, trying to name a favorite person out of a genre is very difficult for me because I feel like I don't even know enough to skew it down, you know what I mean? But based off of what I listen to, based off of my history, based off of what I like and what my ear immediately latches onto, Earl Sweatshirt has been one of my favorite rappers for over a decade. Easily, like cleanly, easily. I'm here for it. So his side, Utility, it was pretty cool. It was, again, another standard. Like I can't say the same thing that I say for Mike for Earl, because Earl has changed so much, and obviously we kind of watched Earl grow up. He's been in the limelight since a teenager, so it's easy to say that we've seen him like progress into different flows, into different art forms. But again, I think it's a really cool lens that we're at right now. Like he's in his like dad, out the way, out the whatever, out the limelight type of lifestyle, almost like a J. Cole, but like cooler. No offense, J. Cole. I rock with J. Cole. I didn't review that album. I don't know if I will. I can if anyone wants to see that. But I feel like Earl Sweatshirt is like a J. Cole, but like goofier and a little bit more fun. You know what I mean? And I don't mean fun in a way that's like diminishing anybody's social justice objectives. Okay? That's not what I'm talking about. So nobody come in the comments and say, "Oh, you're saying Earl's..." But I think it's really cool to see Earl in this like dad era where he's a little bit older and he has this like, he's like playing with these cadence and these flows. And I remember like, you know, a few years ago when he dropped this project, everyone had something to say. They were like, this is his worst album. There's still people that think this is his worst album. I firmly disagree, because I genuinely believe if you enjoy art, and if you're an artist yourself in any medium, I think we need to give people grace for their art and how they evolve and create things, because that's their process. You can't make art without living life. So watching somebody's production of art and saying I don't like it, to me feels like I'm like, what's my point of saying that? You know what I mean? Of course it's important to have a critique, but I don't know. I think it's crazy to listen to his newer work and for people to think that it's not an evolution. They think it's like him kind of, you know? I don't know. It's interesting. It's an interesting conversation. I'm not sure if many people are having it. I've definitely heard discourse through the years about Earl and his new cadence and his new vibe, but I also think it's kind of cool because when I saw him in 2023, I think, he had so many people out on the stage, like just, you know, doing their thing, letting them get their moment, which is so fire to put on all these other like young guys. I don't know how much younger like people like Neonte or like El Custo, I don't know how much younger they are than Earl, but I feel like I can kind of hear their inspiration in Earl's music, you know, not in, I don't mean it in like a biting way, but you know, obviously if you're around certain groups of people and they all do a certain thing or whatnot, you're gonna try it out or see how it works in your flow of creation. And I think Earl found a true sweet spot within that. Like, you know, we know he can rap. We know that. We know Earl can rap. We know he can flow over any beat pretty much. I really haven't heard an Earl beat, flow, song, anything that he's been featured on that I don't like. We know that's a given. So what else is there to change but like the flow and the subject matter? Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, I really enjoy this little season Earl is in. I think it fits perfectly with Mike. I think they complement each other very well. First of all, I should have started with Surfgang. King, you did this, okay? I don't know anything about you, and maybe I should. But it seems like the production, everything, do you live in SpongeBob's Pineapple? To me, you live in SpongeBob's Pineapple because all of the songs sound so cool. Like, they sound like they're underwater. It's this aquatic landscape. You know that... I got excited. I'm sorry. I'm gonna calm down now. If you guys watch BoJack Horseman and you've seen the episode where he goes underwater, I think he has like a movie deal or something, or like something he has to go to. And he goes underwater and the whole episode is silent because he doesn't know he could like turn his microphone on or something. Surfgang, Mr. Gang, your beats literally sound like you make them in that little area, like in that underground, in that underwater landscape. And I think that's fire. I think that's an interesting niche genre. It's not really a genre, I guess, if it's let's say niche. I think niche would be the right word. Surfgang definitely figured out how to perfect this underwater, aquatic, cool guy vibe. Like, truly, I'm going to be listening to this by a pool. But this isn't like you first get to the pool and you put this on, right? This is like you've been at the pool for 5 hours. You've been at the beach for 5 hours. Someone pulls out a sandwich and the chips and the, you know, like this, it's snack time. Like, this is the time for this album, you know, we're laying down, sunbathing, tanning. This is a tanning album, and I don't know if they thought that when they made it. Listen to it, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Earl, Surfgang, and Mike, those 3 names keep tripping me up, and I've had to cut out so many little mess ups. But anywho, those 3 guys, those men, you did a marvelous job. I think that people will receive this album pretty well, honestly. Like I said, if an album has great production, it already has a 60% chance of making it in this world, in this day and age. Some people are carried by their producers, so I truly believe about 60% of like people latching on to music or media is the producer's job. So Earth Gang, not Earth Gang. I like you guys. I like Earth Gang, but I meant Surfgang. Surfgang definitely hit that 60% for me personally. And not to say in this album he put in 60 and the rappers put in 40. I'm just saying sonically, I think a song will go far if the production is a little bit better, you know what I mean? But we got great production, we got great raps, bars, whatever the boys are calling it these days. We got good verses, great hooks. It was chill. It was literally chill. It was literally vibes. Thank you guys for watching this. Thank you for staying on this little 3-piece trilogy saga. Go ahead and watch my other 2 videos leading up to this album for the rollout. Guys, I'm on the rollout team. Did you know that? Yeah, thanks guys. Thanks Earl, Surfgang, and Mike for putting me on the rollout team. Just kidding, guys. They don't know I'm here. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Zen's Corner. Come see me every Sunday, because what else are you doing? I mean, or don't. I don't know what you're doing. So if you want to come see me every Sunday. Thank you guys for visiting Zen's Corner. I'm Zen, and that's it. That's all. Peace.